Hey, Shalom Akim. First, foremost, and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash, double honors unto the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, the elders of Great Millstone Intercourse, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, serve him in truth and sincerity. Yes, so I'm the brother Chayaba from Zemas Plain Tables Camp, coming back with another lesson due spirit. This lesson will be based off of nationalnews.com, or article from nationalnews.com, which is entitled "The Migrant Gang Takeover of Apartment Buildings in Aurora, Colorado is just a small taste of the chaos to be unleashed against the Americans." And of course, I'm sure many brothers have already heard about, that gang takeover. Well, they have videos out, and yeah, it's getting crazy, man. I mean, obviously it's a lot of immigrants crossing the border, just a lot of Northern Kingdom Israelites crossing but you have a lot of gang members that are crossing. So getting this article, it says most Americans have no idea what's coming when the invasion forces that have already penetrated and occupied America are given the purge activation order to exterminate and replace American citizens. The gang takeover of the apartment buildings in Aurora, Colorado is just a tiny taste of things to come. Note carefully that nobody in Colorado law enforcement is lifting a finger to stop the gang invasion takeover. That have given the gangs total immunity, just like Big Pharma, and you see the word right there. It says Colorado law enforcement is sending you a message when the activation purge begins. They won't lift a finger to protect Colorado citizens, but they will gladly stand back and allow militant invaders and foreign, you see the word right there, terrorists, to pillage entire neighborhoods at will, robbing, raping, and murdering American citizens without hesitation. Yeah, and hey, this is what they want. This is what the elites want. They want there to be chaos. It's no, when you look at it, man, it makes completely no sense why they open up the borders for immigrants to come in. I mean, it completely makes no sense. But obviously there's an agenda behind that. They want there to be chaos on the streets. As the saying goes, problem, reaction, solution. And ultimately the solution that they want to bring is a new system. They want to bring in martial law. They want to bring in a new system. And with all these things happening, such as, these migrant and gang members coming in and doing all this stuff, hey, that's going to be more of a reason for them to bring their, what they really want to bring, their agenda. Calling 911 will only earn you laughter and mockery. Your Colorado governor is a treacherous fool, or treasonous fool. And your Colorado big city police chiefs hate the Bill of Rights, but will do everything to protect the newcomers who are replacing Americans. See, and it makes no sense, man. Why are these guys being given all these benefits and all of these receiving all this assistance and help, and they're turning their backs on the Americans? I mean, obviously, again, it's an agenda. And yeah, hey, for these people who rely on 911, and especially these women out here, they rely on 911 to help them. Guess what? It's going to be completely useless to call 911 in these upcoming days. It says, understand that the Democrats are in on it. They have engineered circumstances that they hope will lead to the actual mass extermination, then the replacement of American citizens Aurora is just a pilot model to see how far they can push it. Yeah, and hey, this was coming, man. To read this real quick, it says, if you've never been in an active battle zone or have never trained with a live rifle uh, fire in realistic scenarios, not just shooting paper targets at a shooting range, you have no idea, it says, you truly have no idea what's to be unleashed by America's enemies in the coming months as invaders and terrorists deploy full auto AKs, RPGs, and mortars against America's infrastructure. Sadly, most people get their battle knowledge from watching TV shows ran by firearm illiterate leftists who think that car doors and wooden tables block rifle rounds. It says most people have no idea of the difference between cover and concealment. They think, yeah, it says that they think having a couple hundred rounds is plenty for self-defense of a rural property. They don't own nearly enough magazines, no, not clips, or ballistic armor. They've carried a rifle on their backs with sling. It says, yeah, with a sling while trying to do garden work at the same time. They don't have a working night vision rifle setup, which means they are setting ducks at night. They either don't own an AR-15 or the one they own hasn't been lubed up or fired in 5 years and is in questionable operating condition, probably with dead red dot batteries. Yeah, and of course, you know, the author's going hard and heavy on just the common American, even for the ones who might have weapons or guns or whatever. It says, what typical Americans are clueless and ill-prepared for what's coming. Yeah, man, and that's the point. You know, a lot of people don't understand what's coming, man, very soon. And what the prophets are bringing out this message. The prophets like Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, we're bringing out the message, what's run within the scriptures. And we're prophesying it onto the people, mainly onto our people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Latinos, because you're the first one on the list that the elites, international bankers, the so-called white man, you're the first one on his list that he wants to take out. Getting second interest, and yeah, by the way, hey, this is all prophecy. To get second interest, chapter 15 and 14, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Meaning that, again, complete anarchy, just chaos, mayhem on the streets, invading one another. Meaning that, you know, people are going to go from house to house. It says, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So even though what certain things might be said, hey, the people aren't going to listen. And again, ultimately, this is what the elites want. They want to bring chaos so that they can bring in a new system, or they want chaos to come in so that they can bring in a new system, which is ultimately going to be the new system that's coming. The new world order is going to be ran off of this mark, the mark of the beast. And everything is being put in line and put into order. Everything is coming in line so that they can move forward with this. And this is in the plans. And it's literally right around the corner, man. All hell breaking loose. Again, you know, it's just migrants and immigrants flooding. I mean, they obviously want there to be civil war within America. I mean, that's common sense by now. But yeah, you know, this author is going into, you know, pretty much getting on, you know, I mean, you already know this guy, he's probably loaded up with weapons, and which, hey, no weapon is going to save you, man. No type of, I don't care what you have. No weapon is gonna save you. The only one who can save you is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because hey, at the end of the day, guns can jam. I mean, you don't have. I mean, well, you can be sleeping that night. Somebody breaks in and they're silent as a mouse, and that's it for you. You could be walking in the wilderness. Boom, you get shot in the head, in the back of your head, and that's it. So that's the point. Your weapons cannot save you. Or what are you gonna do when martial law breaks down the door, and you have 30 troops raiding your house? What are you gonna do? So yeah, you can't trust in your weapons, and ultimately, I'm not sure who this author is. It might be Edomite, Mike Adams. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's an Edomite, but I mean, that's the point, man. I mean, for you Israelites, for us, we're supposed to be trusting in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because no weapon is going to save you. Your flesh can't save you. It says, 2nd chapter 15 and 17, a man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of their lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Yeah, and famine, pestilence is coming. I mean, this, again, and like the article is entitled, it's just a small taste of what's to come. To give 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 18, it says, or being sorry, verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand and fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? See, so we're at the beginning, man, of sorrows, wars, and tribulations, and hey, we're just tasting the beginning of it. And hey, this is just, I mean, again, this is just a little taste, man. It's a lot more to come right after this. It says, verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So the Lord's bringing these things, allowing these things to come to pass. Allowing these gang members to invade America, right? And hey, the Lord's doing that for a reason. I mean, ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, as the scripture said, Lord, he controls good and he controls evil, and unto the Lord belong the issues of death. So the Lord's going to be using things like this to punish the wicked, sending gangs and taking out a lot of people, raiding houses, and just what civil war happening in America, getting caught up in the crossfire, and hey, all that's coming, martial law, just as the scriptures say, Esau coming down like a madman sparing none, or coming down like a madman sparing none. This was coming. Esau's gonna come down like a madman sparing none. And so, hey, imagine all this happening all at once, man. Esau's coming down like a madman sparing none. You're having migrants coming. You're having just, I mean, even the American, the common American, they're gonna be going crazy too. And you already know you have Edomites who have, they're prepped up and stuff and ready for this. So hey, all hell is about to break loose very soon, and we can see it. But ultimately, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna take care of the elect. This is for this for the 2/3, and this for the wicked. And ultimately, we're gonna go through these things, but we're not gonna receive the punishment of these things. The Lord is ultimately going to make way for us within these times. And that's our faith. And that's what the scriptures say. Get real quick. It says, 2 chapter 16 and 40 says, "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon earth." Yeah, because we're going to have to be moving constantly. Hey, it's coming very soon where, you're going to have to ditch your house, or if you get captured, and the scriptures speak about how you're going to have brothers who are captured. So, scriptures say how you're gonna be bound up for 10 days, 10 days meaning completion. It could be 10 days, it could be 3 days, it could be 2 weeks, whatever. 10 days represents completion. But the point is that you're gonna have brothers who are locked up, thrown into jail or captured, concentration camps. But ultimately, the Lord's gonna make deliverance and way for his elect. And we're gonna have to be in and out, in the wilderness, and this was coming. It says, scrolling down, it says, 2 Ezra chapter 16 and 73, "Then they shall be known who are my chosen. They should be tried as gold in the fire." Yeah, so guess what? We're going to pass through these things. We're going to have to maintain our faith within these times. But the Lord's using these trials and tribulations, and having us in it so that we can be tried as gold in the fire. And, so that we're known. And, of course, ultimately the elect are predestined, and, the elect are already chosen, but the Lord's going to try his elect as gold in the fire. So it says, verse 74, "Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same." See, so the days of trouble are at hand, all hell breaking loose. This is just one of these gangs coming in. This is just one of the many things that are to come. So it says, "Behold, the days of trouble are at hand." Not only this, again, famine, pestilence, earthquakes, civil war. Not only civil war, World War III. It says, "Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide." Yeah, man, hey, this all throughout the scriptures, man. The scriptures constantly go into the, I'm only scratching the surface. There's plenty of other precepts that go into the end times of what was about to happen very soon. The prophecies, but guess what? Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua is going to take care of his elect. Take care of his elect. That's why it's important to do this work and do the will of the Lord, so that you're preserved within these upcoming times. So it says, Isaiah chapter 54 and 17, "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn." Yeah, so no weapon that's formed against thee shall prosper. So it doesn't matter whatever Esau has prepared. Doesn't matter, what these gangs have. You even had a brother, man, who had a dream where basically, you had, Mexicans, or as a tribe, Issachar, you had a whole bunch of them, within a brother's dream. They pretty much tried to break into their brother's home, and within the dream, the Lord had it where, the Lord put the spirit on the brother, and he completely dealt with every single one of those Issacharites. And that right there is a great example of how the Lord's going to make way for his elect. It says, "No weapon that's formed against thee shall prosper." And, them guys in that dream were armed. they have weapons. It says, yeah, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh, and the righteousness is of me, said the Lord Yahweh. So there you have it, man. So ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to put this spirit on us. What? To have a strong spirit. And as well, the Lord's going to, surround us with many, with angels, with spiritual power. Brothers, the Lord sending other brothers to deliver you. This was coming, man. This our faith. At the end of the day, this is what the scriptures say. So whether you like it or not, it's going to come to pass. It says, Isaiah chapter 59 and 19, so they shall fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. So there you have it, man. So come in like a flood, like an army. And when you get that word for flood, within the Hebrew, it's the Hebrew word nahar, which means, obviously it means a flood, but to give more context on that word, it's I can't find it, but pretty much it goes into army, or a flood going into an army. So it says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, like an army, troops, said the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. It doesn't matter what enemy it is. Of course, Esau Edom, he's going to be the main enemy trying to come up against the prophets. But hey, no enemy is going to have power over the elect to take them down. Why? It says because the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. When you get that word for standard within the Hebrew, it's a Hebrew word, nawas, which means to flee, to escape, to put to flight, to drive hastily. So ultimately the Lord's going to make deliverance for his elect. The Lord's going to give us spiritual power. You see certain these movies, Superman, and that's exactly how the Lord's gonna make us, man. Superhuman. And the Lord don't have these movies, these comics, these different shows created for no reason. Again, these are the type of things and miracles that the Lord's gonna provide for the elect. So this was coming. Chaos, mayhem is coming to America, but ultimately the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to take care of his elect. But the rest of the people, the 2/3, the one who, especially, the Israelites who didn't want to turn back onto the truth, guess what? They're going to be caught up in these many evils to come. So Lord's will, brothers, at the edified, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Peshamakak with Ashpakathum, Shalom.